Find anything good?
I figure they're all good. What do horses know about positive thinking? Larry's boy in the 7th at Aqueduct, 20 every way.
Larry's boy, 7th, Big A, 20 across the board.
See you tomorrow.
One for you, one for me, and 2 for me.
You're all hard.
Well, like I told you, think of it as a business expense, like paying rent, and it's due just as regularly. $240, $60, $280, $3.
300 it is. That makes 1,200 you still owe.
So that makes 900 I still owe.
You missed a week, so I had a week.
What is this, 300% interest?
Come on, you knew the terms. This isn't a bank loan. Go ahead, listen, go ahead. The next time you need a lot of money fast, you go whistle. Look, out there on the street, you may be a tough cop. But in here, you're just another guy with a bad case of the shorts. Now get out. Go on, get out of here.
Nice.
Nice.
Take my advice, Leo. Use a big pencil. We haven't had a line like this in years.
We'll buy it for 6 stores, Sam. How big can I write?
Big enough to get yourself an exclusive if you're smart. A line like this gives me goose pimples.
I can believe it.
You could look, but don't touch. She's already taken. She's got a boyfriend that hits real hard.
You ought to tell her about the old days, when the model had to go out with the buyer.
Hello.
Hi, you take a nice picture.
John, I realize policemen enjoy certain privileges, but the police, they don't abuse them. I get tossed out of my ear.
Don't frown, you're gonna get wrinkles.
John, I'm working. You can't come busting in here right in the middle of a showing.
I'm not busting in here. Your boss invited me over here.
Mr. Passini?
Yeah.
What for?
I don't know, maybe he wants me to fix a parking ticket or something.
Funny you didn't say anything to me.
Well, I've seen him before. He gave me a tip on the stock market once. Maybe he wants to apologize for it.
All right. Just keep me posted.
Like I said, you take a nice picture.
You're repeating yourself, officer.
Yeah, I got a one-track mind.
Let's talk about it tonight, okay?
All right, your place or my place?
My place.
All right.
Oh,
My, early or late?
for the appointment, early. For the show, late. Say, I want you to say hello to Leo Westcott. He's the biggest jobber in the East.
Hello, Leo.
Shake hands with the Lieutenant Hall.
Oh, Army? No, New York's finest. Oh, I see.
He likes your girlfriend.
Well, not too much, I hope.
Don't worry. I told him you hit hard. Well, Leo, what do you think?
The model or the...
No, I'm not selling ladies this season.
Don't press me. Here's an advance. I'll take the whole line. You know what I need, fill it in.
Leo, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Just remember, I want a fast delivery.
It's practically in the warehouse. Leo, she has a boyfriend, too, but he's out of town this week.
It's a pleasure, Lieutenant. Leo. Sam.
All right, Leo. Oh. I think you already know Mr. Neff.
Well, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? Your friend?
I'm more of a business associate. Just let's say I enjoy the stimulation of many different business enterprises.
Well, 6 for 5 doesn't exactly rate as a business enterprise, does it?
Anything that makes money is a business enterprise. Take my word for it. Tell me, how is it a hard-nosed cop like you gets in so deep he has to come to a hard-nosed operator like Mr. Neff?
Well, you know what happens when you get hung up on a high-fashion model, like the one you got working for you. I bet she cost plenty, soldier.
You watch your mouth and you stay out of my business.
I thought I was talking about your pleasures.
You annoy me, Hawk.
Well, that breaks my heart.
I've been following you for months, ever since you started with Gillian. Yeah, she's a lovely girl. Great style. Great taste. Expensive taste. I figure she's got to be too rich for a cop's blood, at least an honest cop.
Do you now?
Squeezing 10s and 20s from the neighborhood bookies doesn't qualify you for the Police Hall of Fame. Now, what annoys me, Hawk, see a guy like you wasting his time on small change.
Well, you know what they say about beggars and choosers.
All right. Let's assume you have a choice. The extent of a man's success is directly related to the degree of his ambition. How ambitious are you, Hawk?
Oh, I don't want to be president. I would like to retire at an early age, though.
That might be arranged.
I thought you had something in mind.
Whenever you want to branch out.
Well, it would depend on the type of business.
Well, what about transportation? Get you out in the air. Like, for example, you take item A from place B to place C. Just a couple hours of your time.
Mm-hmm. Well, item A wouldn't happen to be a package, would it? And that package wouldn't happen to be coming in by boat, would it? Now, why don't we quit beating around the bush, huh? This town's been closed up tighter than a drum for the last 2 months. Every junkie, every pusher on the street has been sweating out a shipment.
Smart cop.
That's right. He wouldn't waste his time on a stupid one. The narcotics has everything staked out that floats, you know that.
Obviously.
But me, they'd ignore.
That thought occurred to me.
Well, you're talking about a load of ambition. Now, what does that come to in hard cash?
5,000?
Well, I could get that just by squeezing the bookies a little bit harder.
6?
You're not even close.
7,500.
Now, you make it 10, and we're in business.
All right. 10,000.
Put one in front.
All right, give him 1,000.
Well, on second thought, who knows? Maybe I could be president.
Yeah. That should take care of renting the truck. Smile, Eddie. We're on our way.
Yeah, right to the morgue.
Maybe in 60 or 70 years, but not right now. Right now, we're heading for that sunny side of the street that everyone's always singing about.
Now, look, Joey. You know, when you start grabbing a bone from a big dog, he's liable to bite your hand off. If Bassini ever gets a line on us,
What does it take to convince you?
dry armpits. Now, look, I'm scared. I'm human and I'm scared. Bassini scares me. His troop scares me. If anything goes wrong...
Nothing's going wrong. Look, this isn't the kind of operation somebody just wings off the cuff. This is like D-Day. Everything's set, worked out, planned. Everything fits like a piece of architecture. Only we got the big edge, Eddie, because I got a copy of the blueprint.
You keep saying
I
that.
keep saying. Listen, buddy, there's one thing I'm not in a hurry to do. It's commit suicide. I tell you, I got a copy of the blueprint. I got a copy of the blueprint. Come on. After tomorrow, Eddie, nothing but champagne in our glasses, huh?
For a while there, they were thinking about raising the city sales tax, but even that wouldn't cover it.
You know, I have a feeling you're trying to tell me something.
Your expense account. The man just turned it down. And he wants to talk to you about it.
Now?
That's what he said right now.
Walker, a case I've been working on took me over to 2nd Avenue this afternoon.
So?
Didn't I see you coming out of Cozy Neff's place?
Are you asking me or are you telling me, Val?
Telling.
Well, then you should say I saw you coming out of Cozy Neff's place.
Okay. Let's say I said it that way.
Let's say you said it that way. Anything else on your mind?
No, I guess not.
Hold that way.
Carter, you're pretty thick with Hawk. What's he working on now?
How should I know? He's got his cases, I've got mine. And you've got yours. Now, if you haven't got enough to do, I have a whole stack right here that you can help me with, all right?
So you've been getting a few funny glances, so what? Take it as a compliment. It means you're doing a convincing job.
Thanks a lot.
And if it pays off,
There's that word again, Ed.
Cassini hasn't asked you to cut velvet, has he?
No, but I think he's sounding me out.
Maybe. But I think he needs an insurance policy, and you're it. Look, John, we're not geniuses. He was forced into it by a lot of loose advertising, and we're taking advantage of it.
Why don't you just pick Passini up and be done with it?
It's a truism that a dead fish stinks from the head. Well, Passini is expendable. I want the boss. Here. This won't light any cigarettes, but it might blaze a big trail. Transistorized. Oscillator principle. Flick it 3 times and it's activated. It sends out a signal that we can pick up and track. When you get your hands on that package of horse, put that inside and we'll follow it home.
3 times, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's very clever.
Age of technology.
Yeah.
Look, John, I know it's been a lousy 3 months for you, but if we can bust
All right, Ed. Too late in the game to be giving me a pep talk.
You're a little edgy, aren't you? Something's getting to you. What is it, the girl?
Now, what's all this jazz about my expense account?
It's too heavy. Cut it by $20.
Now that you've been pampered and fed, how about a vote of thanks for the little lady who's been slaving in the kitchen?
Come here.
That's a vote?
You think of a better way to get your ballot stamped?
My, you're extravagant tonight.
Well, special occasions bring out the big spender in me.
Special occasion.
Sure. You know what today is?
Thursday?
Is that all?
Plain old garden variety Thursday.
Oh. Happy Thursday. I know it isn't Cartier's, but that's the best I could do.
Don't be silly. It's a lovely bracelet, officer.
But
You didn't tell me what Mr. Passini wanted with you today.
I don't see what one thing has got to do with the other.
I don't know either. Maybe nothing. But maybe everything. You know, when I introduced you to him, I didn't expect you to become blood brothers or something.
Well, so what you getting excited about? He's a harmless little man who makes a lot of bread. And he just happens to like me. So?
So I only get paid to look pretty in dresses so that other women will buy them. But just being around a place, you hear things, and you see things.
Don't believe everything you hear.
I just don't want you to get hurt.
No chance of that. You see, I have a very high pain threshold.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Now, why don't you tell me what you mean?
You're a cop, Hawk. It's an honorable profession, but the pay is a joke. When we first met, and you started showing up here with little goodies and gifts, I didn't give it a second thought. But I wasn't the kind to ask questions. Besides, I arrived in New York with a huge appetite. And 3 years later, it was still going strong. I figured kind of nice looking.
Thank you.
And fun to be with.
Well,
But if he wants to fritter away his hard-earned savings on me, that's his problem. But all that has changed in the last few months. And I'm not hungry anymore, officer. At least not for the things that show. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, you may hate me for it, but I'm asking questions these days.
I had a winning streak at the track. Does that answer your question?
What I want comes very cheap, Hawk, and you can't buy it in any store. Don't do anything foolish. Not for me. Not for anyone.
Drive down to 44th Street and 10th Avenue. You park on the corner. At exactly 11:58, you flick on your headlights 3 times, and you drive down to 41st Street. You make a right-hand turn, and you park by the telephone booth.
I know. I go in the phone booth. I make a phone call. I kill 2 minutes. When I get back to the car, the package and the delivery instructions are on the front seat. Simple enough.
You've got exactly 5 minutes for the whole bit. You get into trouble, you're on your own.
And they'll be expecting a red sedan. Pick it up at Hutch's Garage, 10:30. The number's on the tag.
What's the matter with you, Mac? You trying to live in or something? Come barrel around that corner at 60 miles an hour with your lights turned off.
Lights were on.
Well, if they're on, I knocked them on. All right, Mac, I got a living to earn. Come on, let's see your license.
Shut that thing off. I can't think.
That's something, though.
Now listen, you.
What are you doing here?
I didn't have anything else to do. I thought I'd drop by for a few hands of gin.
Something went wrong.
Not for you, it didn't.
Now, look, you couldn't have made that delivery. Not
I didn't even make the pickup.
Don't lie to me. The drop was made. I know. I got the call.
I'll bet you got the call. I'll bet you did.
Tell me what happened.
You're a lousy actor, Sam. And you're about as subtle as a sledgehammer. You and your two-bit truck driver. What's the matter? You think big Indians speak with forked tongue? What's the matter, Sam? You think I was setting you up? So you decided to set me up? Wind me up like a mechanical rabbit and have the police dogs chase me all over town till I crack up.
Ah, you better make some sense fast.
I want to know what happened. You know what happened. A truck ran into me. I never made the pickup spot.
I think this Crumb's going in business for himself.
Where's the package?
You tell me.
Well, you're a liar.
I got 4 witnesses. I'll tell you what a liar I am.
Now. All right. I'm gonna take your word for it. A truck hit you. Did you get the driver's name? The license? You saw the plates?
Are you serious?
I'm $500,000 serious.
I want a drink. You didn't make that downfield block on me. Somebody else did. And it wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody snatched that money right out from under your nose, mister. And whoever it was, they had style.
I asked you a question.
I heard you. Well, let me ask you one. If you were going to hijack a shipment, would you have your driver use legitimate plates and legitimate license? Now, take it easy, Sam. You still owe me $9 grand. I'm not going to forget it. And I'm not about to forget that truck driver's face. I'll find him for you. When I do, I think it's worth about a $5 grand bonus. Don't you? I'll be in touch.
Joey, if that's what I think it is, I don't want any part of it.
The package, Angie. It's just a package.
There's something inside.
Who cares what's inside? Okay. It's dust. Gold dust. That make you feel better?
So why don't you keep it?
Because I'm going to be going in and out the next few days trying to make a fast sale. It's not the kind of package I want to leave running empty apartment. Gabish. Angie, all I want you to do is to take it home and babysit until I can make the right arrangements. Angie, this little windfall buys 2 passports to paradise. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm using mine.
All right, Joey.
Grilled cheese and tomato. Milk, 75.
Thanks a lot.
Roast beef on rye. Coke, 95.
You want to 95? Gee. Hey, Carter, you got any small change? I haven't got anything. Pick up the tab, will you?
Sure.
You want to ask me something, pal?
Did I get any answers?
No. That's him. Eddie Dukes, single, age 33, breaking and entering. Suspended sentence. Grand larceny, through a year at Dannemora. Assault, no conviction. Assault, no conviction.
So?
So, he's not so good and he's not so bad. He's just a fella going nowhere. And I feed him to Pacini and company, he's going to get his lumps. Maybe even worse.
John, I still think that accident might have been a coincidence.
Oh, I think you're wrong. His license read Fred Messner, and that was 100% phony.
Look, I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah, there's $500,000 worth of heroin floating around the city somewhere.
All right. It's worth looking into. But meanwhile, my battle plans are shot to pieces. I've had to release my special details.
Well, you can get him back, can't you?
If there's a good enough reason.
Well, if I can find one, I'll get in touch with you. Somehow. chances. All right, Eddie. You gambled and you lost. You might as well tell them. They're going to beat it out of you anyway.
Nothing's gonna go wrong. It's gonna be a waltz, he said. He's got the blueprint.
The package, Eddie. Where do we find it? Now, you shouldn't think of yourself as a failure, Joey. No. You're a bright, talented boy. I mean it. A kid your age wants to strike out on his own. Hey, that's what made this country what it is, right? Huh, Joey? Free enterprise, right?
Oh.
Hey, you're stepping on a kid's foot. Did you see that in Harvard? I'm sorry, Joey. Yeah. I'm not putting you on. I respect initiative. And I think it deserves something for your trouble. But I'm curious. You know, as a businessman, somewhere along the line, you had to get help from someone, right?
Nobody special.
Again, the foot. Joey, your friend Eddie's mentioned something about a blueprint. I don't understand that. I mean, who could have known? The kid's trying to tell me something.
I'm Mario Rusa's nephew.
Mario Rusa? He's an important man. Yeah, I thought he was still in Europe.
Not by choice.
Oh, I know. You know, Matty snapped his fingers. You paid attention.
Huh?
That's the way it was, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, Uncle Sam's got lousy manners. So, in other words, Matty cuts in somebody over there. He gets the information and sends it on to you, right? Yeah, I would never have thought that in a million years. Who figures Matty would be so hard up? All right, kid. You give me my stuff. We'll call it a night.
It's not here. It's at my girl's place. 275 West 83rd Street, apartment 43.
275 West 83rd Street, apartment 43. Now, if it's not asking too much.
You got what you want?
Oh, no, it's all right. We'll meet you at the office. I see the resemblance, Joey. And next time you write to Matty, you give him my best. Huh? You coming?
They're right there.
See you, Joey.
Okay?
Sure, kid, it's okay.
Right. All right. All right, ma'am. Right. That's exactly what we're here for. All right, ma'am, if it happens anymore, you feel free to call in. Was there a full moon out tonight? Every wiggle with a dime is calling in.
So, why stop in the phone company?
Anybody heard from Hawk?
No.
Well, keep your ears open. If he calls in, I'll be in Dane's office. Switch him over.
Right.
Carter.
Yeah.
You're a big buddy of Hawk's.
I'd like to think so.
Maybe you'll have a little talk with him sometime.
About what?
The fancy company he's been keeping lately. That boy's liable to get himself nailed.
Is that a fact?
Well, didn't you see that big wad he was carrying around today? I just don't want any of this to rub off on me. I just don't want any shake-ups. I like my work.
Look, you got a beef, go see Gordon. Hawk works for him, not for me.
Well, maybe they're cutting up a melon together. They're awful clubby lately.
You're sick. I mean sick.
Well, I'd still give a buck to know what he's up to.
He's earning a living. That's what he's up to. And you owe me a buck.
I know enough to know you can't come barging in here like this. Now, you haven't even got a search warrant, have you?
No, ma'am.
Well, even if you are cops, I know you need a warrant or something before you can come in here without me inviting you in.
As long as you know so much, do you know what's in that package?
You said I got a package. I didn't.
You know what the penalty is for aiding and abetting in the traffic of narcotics?
Who said anything about narcotics?
I did. And since you're such a stickler for protocol, I think I'm just going to plant myself outside there in the hall in case you decide to sleepwalk. And, Sergeant Neff there, he's going to go downtown to headquarters and get a search warrant. Then we're going to come back here and we're going to tear this place apart like a Thanksgiving turkey. And when we find that package, we're going to take you in. And I'm going to have to tell the district attorney that you weren't very cooperative. And they're going to send you up for about 5, maybe 10 years. Good night.
Wait a second. Let me think. Just, let me think a little. You understand, I don't even know what's in that package, right?
Sure, you don't even know what's in the package.
A friend gave me a package. I'm holding it for him, that's all.
That's right, a friend gave it to you.
Oh, is that a crime?
It will be, honey. In about 15 seconds.
All right.
Hold it. My turn. You'll never guess where she had it stashed.
You know, I really didn't know what it was.
Well, that was very nice of you, Angie. And you stay in line. I'm going to write a glowing report about you.
Hey. That was nice. Simple, clean, nice. What's the matter, Chief?
Nothing.
You must surely smile.
Well, it's an ethnic hang-up. You see, I come from a long line of losers. We don't have a lot to smile about.
Well, you're a winner now. You can buy back Manhattan. Come on.
Wait a minute. I think I left my lighter up there.
So I'll buy you a new one.
It was a gift from my old man. Sentiment. Something you wouldn't understand.
Hey.
Now what?
I think I left my lighter on your sofa. Mine?
The city's full of payphones.
Yeah. Fresh out of dimes, honey.
Ed Gordon's office. Grillo speaking.
Grillo, this is Hawk. Where's Ed? I gotta talk to him fast.
He stepped out.
What do you mean he stepped out? I gotta talk to him right away. Listen, Val, get this message to him and get it to him fast. Tell him the program hasn't been canceled. Tell him to plug in. Now get that to him and get it to him fast.
Hey, you want to fool around, do it on your own time?
Well, I thought as long as I was here.
Pig.
That isn't what you said a few minutes ago.
Get out. Just get out of here.
If you ever need a police officer, just dial O.
Beautiful. Shame it's got to be cut. You don't agree, huh? To you, it's just a pile of powder. To me, it's a mountain of beautiful dreams.
Yeah, it kind of chokes you up, doesn't it?
Anything good does. First-class merchandise, first-class service. I respect professionalism. You're a pro.
Save the flattery, Sam. Oh, it's late. Just tell me what to make the drop and pay me off.
It's a hostile world. Everybody's got a chip.
Yeah, been a long night.
Oh, why don't you go home? Go to sleep.
Well, I want to wrap this thing up, you know.
Oh, well, what's to wrap up?
Now, look, you told me to make the pickup and the delivery. I made the pickup. I'm halfway home.
Wrong. You're all the way home.
Hello, Big Bird. Oh, man. The
Listen, I owe you an apology, buddy. About that message.
Yeah, I know. It slipped your mind.
What are you gonna do?
I'll just take this. You can skip the blindfold.
You said it yourself, Chief. You're a heap big loser.
You sure? Nothing at all?
Not since I've been back.
What about Trillo?
He's on his dinner break, but he didn't say anything.
Thanks.
Look, sir, I suppose it's none of my business, but I...
That's right, Carter. It's none of your business.
Communications, Ream speaking. Nothing, sir. Absolutely nothing.
Well, keep it open. If anything comes through, call me at home.
Yes, sir.
I'd be surprised if you busted his skull.
Krillo, you better be getting back. It's a long coffee break.
No sweat. You want me to take care of that?
No, you stay where you are, inside. You hear good, you see good, you got a long nose. You earned your money. I'll worry about this.
Just trying to be useful.
Want to be useful?
Here. Be useful.
They find a slug on you. They'll be over you like ants on a pear. Think of something clever. For everybody's sake.
He's got a point.
What's today? The date?
14th, what?
This girlfriend, Gillian. She's modeling some affair in Jersey. She won't be back for hours yet.
So?
Well, he's had a hard day, huh? So he checks into his girl's place. He figures he's going to stay there until she comes home. He has a couple of belts. And then he decides to unwind with a good book and a warm bath. You know how many people fall asleep and drown in their own bathtubs every year? Hmm? All right. Bring the car around back and use the service elevator. It's a two-man job now. Mr. Westcott, please. Sam Bassini calling from New York, thanks. Leo, Sam. I'm sorry to bother you so late, but I thought it was important. The merchandise you ordered didn't go out today.
What are you giving me? Did you get yourself a better deal?
No, Leo. Nothing serious. Just a little confusion. The stuff is still in the shop. Now, look, Leo, what business ever runs smooth, hmm? All right, don't grow an ulcer. I said you'd get it.
I'm sending one of my boys in. Make sure he gets there.
No. It's too late for that. I'm sending it by parcel post.
Parcel post?
Certainly. What could be safer than the U.S. mail? Now, you do that, Leo. Oh, give my regards to Maria. Hey, goodbye.
Klutz.
Lots of sentiment, huh?
Get me Ed Gorton at home quick.
Azimuth, 181.23 west.
Subject heading west. Vicinity of Central Park West in the 90s. 4-1, please track for possible intercept.
Yes, sir. Roger and out. Make a U-turn.
Right.
West, northwest. 299.03.
Got it.
Translate for me.
High 80s, somewhere around Riverside Drive.
Somewhere.
Our mobile unit should be able to pinpoint it, sir.
It seems to be stopping. That's it. No discernible movement.
Well, give me a reading.
Still in the drive area, sir.
Makes no sense. A jobber and a middleman operating in the heart of the city. Well, somebody better move his tail. I don't want to blow this.
What about his clothes?
Look later. All he has to do is get wet from the neck up for now. Turn that off.
I don't care how they find you. I'm gonna slice you up. All right, hold it.
Go. Over there against the wall. Put your hands up. You okay, Lieutenant?
Yeah, I'm all right.
By the way, we picked up Bassini.
Well, the top dog's a guy named Leo Westkoff. I'll give you the details later. There's another one in there. Carter, this is Hawk. Don't say my name, don't say nothing. Just listen.
Check. See you around. With the fingertips.
Hey, tell them to set up some keys, huh?
Okay, let's go, folks. There's nothing here that concerns you. Wait a minute.
What do you mean, wait a minute? This happens to be my place. Hawk, what is going on?
Calm down. There's nothing to get excited about.
Nothing to get excited about. My apartment's wrecked. There's policemen all over the place. I walk in and... Oh, your poor face. What's going on? What is going on here?
Well, it's a long, long story.
Well, I have plenty of time.
Good. There's nothing I like better than a captive audience.
Okay, as I said before, folks, there's nothing here that concerns you people.